We should insert that song. Oops, I did it again.
What did we do?
Hello, hello. We are Trisha
And Gabriel.
from different sides of the world but brought together by nursing school. After a couple years of travel nursing, we are taking a break to just travel.
We are going around the world in 100 days, but probably more, and hoping to see a few friends along the way.
So follow along with us as we simply live our lives in many cities across the globe. All right, today we are flying Egypt Air from Cairo, Egypt to Casablanca, Morocco. So, you know the drill. We're gonna review the flight. It's like a 5-6 hour flight. Let's hope it goes smooth. So I'll do a little seat tour. Recline all the way back, but it does recline. You can like put out the legs. There's this little foot thing that you can kick out. You have your pocket up here with your headphones and a water. We do have one Egyptian air pillow and a blanket. Here we have this handy table. It's not so handy. We have a remote, which Gabriel broke earlier. But there is a remote in our, oh, two-sided. You think we don't have a TV, but we do. Oh, it just comes out of there. TV. You do also have a whole tray. That's the setup. We are back with another flight review. This time we are reviewing Egypt Airlines, flying from Egypt to Morocco.
Cairo to Casablanca,
Yes. It's a total of a 5.5 hour flight, right? And we left late at night, and well, let's just review it, right?
Let's do it.
I'm just going to do a brief explaining of the rating. We rate 5 different things out of 10. Then we take it all and it gets a star out of 5. So 5 stars would be perfect. We rate the airport, the seat on the plane, the food on the plane, the amenity kit, and the value for money. All right?
Let's do it.
Okay, now let's really get into it. We're starting with the airport experience. We did fly out of Egypt. We didn't get haggled a whole bunch. I know everybody talks about haggling in the Egyptian Cairo airport. There is an Egyptian business class lounge. Now, we had heard bad reviews online, but we were going to go to it. We couldn't find it. And there were many. We ended up at...
So it was a Priority Pass lounge somewhere in the airport.
And we went there asking for where the Egyptian lounge was, and the lady said this one was better. If this one was better, the Egyptian one had to be so bad.
So
I'm sorry, but the food in the lounge was actually
non-existent.
It was non-existent, but what was there was inedible.
Yes.
And their Wi-Fi didn't work.
Correct.
What's
we
the
had
point?
to connect to free Cairo airports. Going back to the airport experience though, they did have a dedicated business class check-in and line and through passport control. So it was pretty streamlined. I would say maybe like 20 minutes.
But I have one more beef.
Okay.
The intercom, our flight was delayed by like 15 minutes.
Yes.
And the intercom started yelling us final call. An hour before our flight.
Yes. So
we're like, we started like, we didn't run, but we started booking it along with many other people you could see started booking it to the gate. And you get to the gate and they're just like, no, it's delayed. Final boarding call. Ran here. So I think the intercom was just on an automatic system and didn't take in account the delay.
Flight was delayed, right?
But that, come on. Like, you can't say final call for a flight that's not leaving for another hour.
Okay, all right. Trisha, rate your flight.
2.
I'm going to give it a 4, actually. They had a dedicated business check-in.
3.
Okay.
It wasn't a 4.
Sure. All right.
It was a little bit salty. Now we're talking about the seat. So again, it's not a super long flight.
I don't agree. It is almost almost a 6-hour flight.
And the seat did not lie flat.
No, and honestly, I think they need a total revamp of their seats. It's kind of ugly. It's not kind of ugly. It's actually ugly.
Depending on if it was ugly or not, it was dirty.
Yes, very.
That's my beef.
I don't know if hopefully in the video we can catch some of it.
I did.
But it was messy. I had like headphones from like 12 previous passengers sitting on my seat. The seat wouldn't come up, the leg wouldn't come up.
Mine didn't either.
And then I told the gentleman, the flight attendant, and he just kicked it in. He just literally yeeted the seat back into place. I was like, okay. But they had pillows and a blanket.
So, they had pillows and a blanket, but I have another beef.
Okay.
I have a beef. Typically on business class flights, they will hand out a warm towel at the beginning of the flight. I kid you not, I got burnt by this towel.
They literally pull the towel.
They like come and they like hand it to you with a tong, and I could see the steam coming off of it. I was like, that's a lot of steam. I actually was burnt. I can still feel it. So that's bad. I don't know.
I just think the seat is tired. The whole like setup is just worn out. Needs a refresh, an urgent refresh. So okay, I'm going to rate it a 2.
All right, I was giving it a 2 too.
Yeah, because it worked. I mean, you can sit on it. So
next is food. I feel like when are we gonna get nice? But
I'm going to give this food a 1 because they brought it. That's why it's getting a 1. It's supposed to get a 0.
We got the sad part, the lounge was so bad that I didn't eat in the lounge, so I was hungry.
They brought some noodles that were like not cooked or like semi-cooked.
They were half-cooked plain linguine noodles. I think it's a 1.
It's just terrible.
And they didn't ever clear my tray.
Yeah, that stayed there till
it stayed until we landed, and I was like, I just put it off to 1.
1.
Next is the amenity kit, and dun dun dun, they didn't bring one.
Nope, those not amenity kits.
0.
That's a 0.
Oof, sorry.
The last and final stage is team categories value for money. These flights retail for over $3,000 one way for the days I was looking at, and I think it's unconscionable to charge people that much money for that plane and that class of service. I booked it using a Canada Aeroplan for 60,000 points per person, and I added the stopover too, so that kind of made it a little bit cheaper. But I mean, for cash, even for points, it's still a lot of points. I honestly think that it value for money is a 2 out of 10. Because it takes you to your destination, so that gives it some points, right? It flies, but value, because for $3,000 you can almost fly Qatar Airways most cities in the world from Cairo. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, very bad value for your money. I wouldn't recommend. But again, they're a national carrier. They have a captive audience, so people have to fly them. But if you're thinking of like value for the money spent on flight, just at least in our experience, pretty bad, I would say. Especially the cash prices, just atrocious. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, drum rolls. We have tabulated.
That was a short drum roll because it's not going to be good.
It's not a lot of drums. We tabulated the results, and we are giving Egypt Air from Cairo to Casablanca, business class, 0.8 out of 5 stars. So it doesn't even get a full star.
Doesn't even get a star.
Just because kind of what's this? Egyptian, you can do better.
Sorry. Anyway, so now I guess you can see we're not just gonna sugarcoat it. We're gonna give the real deal. So, subscribe.
Adios.
We should insert that song. Oops, I did it again. We're back on Egypt Air.
Oh yeah.
But actually,
Nice.
if we would have flown this first before we did our rating, they probably
won't have gotten 0.8.
Hey, but maybe you should just do well all the time. But
I think it's just in Europe.
here's a little redemption. I don't think we'll score it, but we'll show.
Yeah, let's see how the food is like though. Premature.
So something we've noticed about Egypt Air is that their seats start at 8. No 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't know. We asked the lady. She said she doesn't know why. What if they give us an Amenity Kit on this one? Can we actually give them a 0?
We'll have to redo the whole video, unfortunately.
Oh no. Just ring the doorbell. Welcome in to my better than executive suite. Apparently, we're coming in the first door. Remember that, the first door. First of all, there is a closet, and in these closets are like the bougiest robes. We come to our first fridge, fully stocked. We have our coffee, tea machine, snack area. What's this? Oh, obviously, our glassware. Anyway, you come into our first bathroom. We have full rain head shower, got the tub, bidet, sink.
Oh, should I show you a trick?
What? Oh, of course. You sit here and you do your makeup. Then we have the first balcony. This is Cairo. This is the Nile. Then you come to our little other bathroom and our kitchen. This is basically a fully equipped kitchen, so they don't know this yet, but I could move in. Stove. We have an oven. Got a micro, like everything. So they have a living space. We find our third fridge. In here, is this one fully stocked? It is. Our second snack area. Our second balcony, which I think is the best view. Like, look. I don't know if there's a better view in the city of Cairo. But there's one more thing. So if you remember from the start of the video, I said you're coming into our first door. This is the second door. I should have maybe tested this out before. With your blow dryer.
You make up with your blow dryer?
Well, you do your hair.
Okay, alright.
It's like bubbles in tea. Why do you like bubbles in tea? Because you like it.
Sit on it so it doesn't get to 0, but
There was a seat.
it doesn't work, yeah. Should we have given it more stars because their strawberry juice was delicious?
Strawberry juice was delicious, but I drank strawberry juice other places that was more delicious. Strawberry juice just is delicious.
Okay, alright.